Hello, everybody. I am your host, Odd Job Entertainment. Let's do the old check. Make sure that everybody can hear me. Do 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 do. Oh, good, awesome. Always easier when you have someone in chat who can just answer the question right away. Thank you, Mr. Arrow Capital Fellow. How you doing tonight? I am doing pretty good. Hello. So I've got some pretty good news. I just got promoted from intern to full-fledged engineer. So I am now officially full-time engineer at Utah Air Guns. So working for the same company, that part hasn't changed, but there's been a lot of things that have gone very well recently, and I would be remiss if I didn't talk about it. For one, I talked recently about a car accident that I was in, and overall the damage was fairly minor, but I've had my car since 2014, and it has been my first vehicle. Sorry, I gotta clean my glasses. I got some schmutz from today. Please, nobody clip this action. Good enough. Oh, we've got a full house tonight. We got 6 viewers total, 3 split across each stream. Cool. So, a couple weeks ago, I had this car accident. It was, you know what? I gotta draw a diagram, because when I think about it, it still gets me a little heated because this accident was so stupid. And you'll see what I mean in just a second. Let's see. Go to the second screen. Put on the artist glove. All right, so typical 4-way intersection, right? I am in this lane attempting to turn right, okay? If you're in the UK, this probably doesn't make sense to you. You gotta just switch your frame of reference, right? We do right-handed traffic in the US, so you're probably used to that, but yes, I am in a country that does right-handed traffic. My little windscreen and rear window. Quality drawing right there. Alright, so I'm trying to turn right. I have a green light. So there's another lane to my left. They have the green light, and I have a green light. Okay? We're doing some real pirate software stuff here, right? Doing the explanation with drawings on the screen. Someone's got to take his place after his fall from grace, right? Might as well be me. So this person is going straight. I'm turning right. Okay? When I get to about this point, I notice that this car over here is now right here, about to hit me. So they had been turning. Oh, no, I screwed that up, didn't I? They need to be. Yeah, because this is part of why it's so insane. They were doing a left turn through traffic, and they were now about to hit me. They're driving a white Tesla, by the way, so if you're driving around Orem, Utah, and you see a white Tesla, feel free to toss an egg at them for me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not calling anyone to do anything illegal. But they were driving a white Tesla. So the part that kills me about this is I know that their car recorded it. And so there's footage of them being a doofus. But didn't help me any. So logically, I'm kind of freaked out because this car is not supposed to be turning, and they're now about to hit me. So my attention is on them, which, you know, ideally your attention is on the turn that you're making, right? But my attention is split because there's this car about to hit me. So now when I get to about here, they've now entered this second lane right here. So no collisions, that's good. But the car in front of me is stopped. And I had just no distance left to stop myself. I was only going like 5-10 miles an hour. It was really pretty slow, but it was enough to jostle the other driver. Thankfully, no one was injured. My car took most of the damage. Their car looked pretty much fine. I really couldn't see any damage. I would show photos, but you know, then that opens up some troubles because it would show license plates and stuff. Anyways, their car is fine. My car took most of the damage. Now, my car was already a rebuilt title, and so it had been in an accident before I got it, and it had been rebuilt to a insurable state. And so in the process of owning it, because it's been my first car, I've also had this policy of spend as minimal amount of money on it as possible. So I do my own oil changes. I do them regularly, so don't worry about that. But I do my own oil changes, change the tires, keep those up to date. But other than that, if something breaks on the car, it's gone, right? So there was one time that I took it to an airsoft event, and I had parked over a bush, and then on the way back out, it pulled off one of the rear decorative panels that's like on the undercarriage. So it just doesn't have that part anymore because I'm not going to pay to replace something that's purely cosmetic. It didn't do anything structural. It wasn't attached to the bumper anyway. It was just a decorative panel. So, all right, that's gone. But this collision did damage some of the bumper. And like I said, I took most of the damage. And I think basically my insurance is looking at it as it's now too expensive. To answer your question, Capital Fellow, it's a 2014 Ford Focus Titanium. So the luxury trim, I got a screaming deal on it. I got it for $7,500 in 2016. So Ford Focus hatchback, the cool one. The sedan is lame. Who buys a sedan when hatchbacks are an option? But I got the news yesterday in a text saying that it seems your car has suffered significant damages, which to me says they're probably going to total it. It's probably too expensive to fix the car. But like I said, it's my first car, and I've always had this policy that, I'm just going to drive this thing until it dies. Once I get my first job as an engineer, then I'll have some more liberty to be able to splurge a little more, get myself a nicer car, but not until then. It's just got to make it until I get a job and I can comfortably afford something else. And so I thank God that it has lasted this long. I've had it for, let's see, 2016, it's now 2025, 9 years. I've been driving this thing for 9 years. It's done really well. It is missing a few cosmetic panels, and now the bumper is toast, I guess, but it got me this far, and so I'm so grateful that it has. Now that I know that I'm going to have more money coming in, it comes at just the perfect time because I can actually afford to replace my car and not be without a vehicle, which would be kind of bad in the US. Nothing is walkable here. Also, there is a bit of an update with the house. Longtime viewers of the channel will know that I live in my grandparents' home. Both of my current grandparents have now passed, and we're in the stage of things where we kind of need to just start liquidating the estate. It's too costly to keep the house, unfortunately, so we did put a lot of work into this place to get it to a point where it was rentable, and we've been having tenants that live with me off and on while I've been here taking care of the house, but it just didn't work out that we were going to be able to keep the house. So this house is going to be sold starting probably in December. So kind of a bummer, but now that I have a job, I have a lot more freedom to find alternative housing accommodations. I've been paying rent here. You know, I'm not a total Nepo baby, but I do get a huge discount on my rent because, one, I'm family, and two, I've been taking care of the house. So, again, job comes at a perfect time where, thankfully, I'm going to be okay. So, a few months from now, we might be doing this in a new studio, but yeah, I'm just really excited. This is going to be a huge change for me. It's been extremely tight. Part of why my content isn't always very regular, or at least this is what I'm going to blame it on, is just that money's been tight, and I can't afford to spend as much time as I would like to doing things for fun, but hopefully this will give me some more liberty to be able to do that kind of stuff. So, yes, thank you. Got the job. I'm excited. So let's switch back to main screen now. Close Photoshop. So now here's what I'm thinking. I want my next car to be an EV of some kind. Oh, so what does the job entail? Yeah, I should explain that more, right? I've been working as a intern for Utah Air Guns, but I've been their de facto product engineer because I'm the only engineer on staff. My direct supervisor, great guy, he's done a lot of work with engineers, but he's been more of a machinist, so we have different skill sets, but I think we make a pretty good team together because he has a lot of the knowledge that can fill in the gaps for stuff that I'm missing, which admittedly is quite a bit because realistically you get your degree, and as a student there's still a lot that you don't know about the professional workspace. So he's been a great help to me in figuring those kinds of things out. But going forward, I will be in a more official capacity the product engineer. So it's my job to come up with or take concepts, create prototypes, and figure out all the ins and outs for what we can do as a product. There's not a whole lot that I can talk about with ongoing projects because they are not released yet. But there's one that I'm really excited for that is so close. I might be able to talk to you guys about it in like a week or two from now. It's seriously that close. It's currently in the hands of some influencers, not myself because I don't have the same kind of audience to promote airgun related stuff. But it's in the hands of some influencers who are tinkering with it, seeing what they think, and there should be some videos releasing here in the next few weeks that I will be able to point you guys to and say, I made that. That's mine, which is a really cool feeling. No, so that's a common misconception. They are not airsoft guns, and it is tough having no mentors. Because I don't have any engineers directly over me, so that part is tough. It's an interesting challenge. I don't think that this will be my forever job. Just because of how engineering jobs work, you're gonna bounce around quite a few times. That's just kind of how it goes. So I'm sure I'll have other opportunities too, where I can learn from other engineers. But this also comes with some interesting advantages because being that I am the only engineer, it gives me a lot of liberty to learn all kinds of things that I maybe wouldn't pick up if I was working for like a larger firm and I got more specialized in one area. For example, like Lockheed Martin, you could be any number of different kinds of engineering positions, but you might only do like one thing day in, day out. Whereas I'm going to be concepting, prototyping, testing, quality check, all these different kinds of things that usually you would have a dedicated staff member do each one of those things. And I get to do all of them. So it's really cool in that respect. It's also a pretty accelerated pace. It goes really quick because it's me and one guy creating the product. So there's not like a whole committee that has to get on board so much. Let's take you to the website for the company that I work for. I actually work for Air Marksman, which is the in-house brand for Utah Air Guns. So this logo is who I work for. We've got a Air Marksman extended quick disconnect with Foster fitting. So this just extends your Foster out a little bit. None of these are things that I've worked on personally. These were all before my time. But when I say air gun, I'm talking about something like this. So this is one of the more popular models that we sell quite a bit of. This is the FX Impact M4. Oh, I guess I was hovering over it. Let's make that a little bigger. So it's not an airsoft rifle. These are actually, they're closer to BB guns, but when people think of BB guns, they think of something cheap like a Daisy, something that you'd give to a kid. And these are not that. These are much more accurate than anything you would have played with as a kid. And these are most commonly used for small game hunting and pest removal, things like that. But they go up to like a 50 caliber pellet, and you can actually hunt some pretty large animals with these. The advantage over something like a centerfire rifle is there's very minimal recoil to these, and they're much quieter than centerfire designs. So, like if I were to shoot my AR-15 in the middle of my suburban neighborhood, that's going to attract a lot of attention, right? But if I was trying to get rid of a squirrel in my backyard with one of these, I could actually do that without getting the cops called on me. So for pest removal services, they're pretty popular for that reason, because you can deploy them inside of residential neighborhoods without causing any alarm. Yeah, it's kind of a gun. Like, it doesn't use powder. It doesn't use gunpowder. It uses compressed air. But yeah, you can take some stuff down with this. I wouldn't say it's for home defense. Um, and the reason why is because this functions very similar to a bolt action. This side lever here, you have to pull that back and actuate it each time you fire a round. And when I say round, we're talking a lead pellet. So for home defense, I don't think it's going to give you the rate of fire that I would want to feel confident that I'm not the one that dies. All right, let's put it that way. Yeah, I mean a 50 cal. That's probably too big. Let's 50 cal. We're talking half an inch. So that big around, which is big. I mean, 50 BMG is the most commonly used like light machine gun type round. And so, I mean, 50 caliber is huge, and you're just firing it with compressed air. So yeah, these can kill. They can definitely do some damage. But I'm kind of in the same boat as you, Capital Fell. I didn't know that this was nearly as big a thing as it actually is. These are actually very popular. A lot of countries outside the U.S. in particular, because in the U.S. we have the good old Second Amendment, so we can have almost every kind of gun we want, except for the guns that we really, really want. But for other countries that have much tighter restrictions, these are typically still allowed, and so they're used for small game hunting. Can you have full auto? I mean, in the air gun, there actually is one. It's called the Hotson Blitz. Let's see if I can find it. Hotson. Yeah. So this guy is full auto. It's not actually that popular though. And I'm not sure why that is, because it seems like I would want full auto, but I haven't done that much research into why this one doesn't sell as much. But that impact that I just showed you, that's the one that people really, really like. But my job working with Air Marksman will be to come up with accessories and products that can help the air gunners. So fairly simple, design brief. Just come up with things that make this experience better. But these are highly accurate systems. I mean, centerfire rifles, you can have variants from round to round. Maybe one round got 1 grain less of powder, so it shoots a little slower. With these, they tend to be very, very consistent, like within 2 to 3 FPS between shots. And if you know anything about centerfire rifle speeds, that's pretty amazing to have that low of a variance. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be paid fairly well for it. I don't want to talk specifics that way, don't want to kiss and tell, but I'm very excited for this. It's going to be a really cool opportunity. It does mirror some of the things that I had already been doing with my own personal projects. We can pull up Fangs and look at the models I have here. Actually, I think let's see. I think it'll work better to go this way. I don't think it has me as logged in right now. Like, I used to design airsoft kits, and I still do that. Obviously, we've been working on some very slowly on the channel. That part has definitely slowed down quite a bit. But airsoft is airgun adjacent. my boss would probably not like me making that comparison because what we make there are not toys. These are, you know, they are potentially very dangerous, so you need to treat it with respect, just like any other firearm. These are just arms without the fire, is kind of the way that I think of it. Since you don't have any senior engineers to help you, if you hit some challenges that you need some advice on that you're permitted to share, feel free to drop it in your Discord. Yeah, as opportunity permits, I'll probably be reaching out. I do have, you know, obviously connections to my professors and other friends that are also in engineering, so I'm not leaving myself high and dry in that regard. There's people that I've been reaching out to get assistance when I have questions on stuff, but I do appreciate the support. Kind of transitioning to the next topic. Since my car is probably no longer going to be carrying me around much anymore, need to get a new car. And I would like the next one to be an EV of some kind. I'm not particularly sold on any specific brand. I'm not against getting Teslas, Fords, Chevy, but I want to get an EV of some kind. So, if you guys have any strong opinions about which EV you think is the best, feel free to share those in the comments. But the top contenders that I've been looking at are the Nissan Ariya, Chevy Equinox. Oh, I forgot about the Ioniq. That's Hyundai, right? I'll just do it this way. Yeah, okay, it was Hyundai. Yeah, the Hyundai looks pretty sweet. I really like the lights on that one. I can't believe I forgot this one. I might just end up picking this one. Unless someone makes a very compelling argument for something else, because it's a pretty sick looking car. I want something a little bit bigger than my Ford Focus. Something that would be easier to tow my bike around with me. I'm not looking for like towing capacity. I'll just bug my friends and neighbors when I want to do that. But I want something that's really comfortable as a daily driver. So I'm looking at this size of car. But the Chevy Equinox, Nissan Ariya. On the Tesla side, probably the Model Y. Definitely not the Cybertruck. Maybe an X. But see, the problem with Teslas is they're quite expensive. So nice cars, but pricey. And then a Mach-E. So feel free to cast your vote in my comments which of these 4 cars you would pick. I'm going to be trying to test drive them all in the next 2 weeks. Not the Ford that drives like poop. I mean, Ken Burns? Am I getting his name right? The Hoonigan guy. Ken Block. I knew it was Ken. Well, see, if you're saying it lurches, that's perfect because that's what I'm used to. my Ford Focus, it has a pretty bad lurch problem. When you start accelerating, I think what's happening is in the torque converter, you have those spinning blades. It's almost what I would imagine it would feel like if it like jumped across. Like it had almost enough torque and then it just like moved across and jumped to the next blade. I don't know if that's actually how it happens, but it's just like every time. But so basically, I'm just saying, I'm already used to lurching. Like, that wouldn't be anything new. You'll quickly drop the Ford from your list. Honestly, you'll like the Ioniq 5 the most. Yeah, I now that I'm reminded of it, I've been loving the design of the Ioniq 5 for a long time. So it might end up just being that one. But I'll give the other 3 cars a fair shot. Now, here's a real topic for tonight. Battlefield 6. The current title is Battlefield 2042, and it is hot garbage. They took everything that was good about the Battlefield as a series and just tossed it out the window. Threw the bathwater out with the baby, or baby out with the bath. Anyways, you get the saying. So I was really, really disappointed with Battlefield 2042 because I like Battlefield games, but that one just not it, fam. Well, it's not good. So now stuff has been coming out for Battlefield 6, and I'm getting kind of scared because it looks pretty good, and that makes me nervous that I'm going to get hurt again. Which that's the reason behind the title, right? I love Battlefield games, but I've been hurt before. And I want to love again. But I don't know if I can take that kind of pain. So I'm really hoping that Battlefield 6 either is obviously very bad before I get to the point where I want to buy it, or it just ends up being really, really good. Right? It can't be like in the middle. Anything between those two extremes is just going to be a disappointment, and I'm going to feel the pain. So let's check out the Battlefield 6 official reveal trailer.
My fellow citizens.
This takes place in the Nixon era, from what I understand.
Prevail.
It's not futuristic like
My fellow
2042 is
citizens.
supposed to be.
Today represents a dark day in our history. With this monstrous, unprovoked attack, no country is safe from their reach. For all those serving on our behalf, our prayers go with you. For the Pax Armada mercenaries who are watching now, I have a message. It's over.
Let's get to work.
Come, your masters of war. Hear the bells of big guns.
Listen to that audio.
30 seconds.
They turn and run farther when the fast bullets fly.
Move fast.
One of my
Move
favorite
decisive.
missions
Dagger
in
on my seat.
Battlefield 3 was the tank mission. I love the tank combat in Battlefield 3 and 4. I didn't actually get to play a lot of 4. That came out around the time where I was... I had an Xbox 360 and nowhere near the funds to get a PC. And we weren't going to get a Xbox... What came out? Was it the one that came out after the 360? Yeah. Family wasn't going to get a one, so I was just stuck on the Xbox 360, and it just wasn't the greatest experience there. I wasn't able to play with any friends. None of them moved on to the new one, so didn't play a whole lot of 4, but I loved that era of vehicular combat.
Send it.
And I hope that you die. death will come soon. I follow your casket by the pale afternoon. I watch while you lie.
Clear the ship now!
And I stand over your grave, 'cause I'm sure that you're dead.
Paint the target for the F-61.
They've been talking in other... Okay. Here's our hair, Capital Fellow. Now, the thing we got to keep in mind is, yes, we have really good hair in Star Citizen. This hair looks good. I'm not going to say it looks bad, because it looks good. It's probably not dynamic hair, like what we're used to in Star Citizen. But also, does it matter? That's where I land on a lot of the stuff that we're getting in Star Citizen. Like, yeah, the hair is cool, but is it something that you actually spend a lot of time thinking about? Right? What we just saw was a pretty good casting of what we think theaters of war would have been like. And we don't have that. So, if I have to give up hair to get working theaters of war, that is a trade I'm willing to make.
And I stand over your grave, 'cause I'm sure that you're dead.
Great soundtrack for a reveal video. Nailed it on that front. And every time I hear the dun 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 dun, the Battlefield theme, gets me going. Except when it's tied to 2042. Every time they release something new for Battlefield 2042, it's like the biggest piece of wet toilet paper you can imagine. It just does not ping on my radar at all. In fact, I was looking at their channel. They've been releasing all kinds of videos for 2042. I haven't watched any of these, because who cares? 2042 is just such garbage. But that was a good reveal trailer. I'll give them that. Let's see. This one came out... This is the most recent one. This one came out yesterday. Okay, so let's start on this tab and then we'll work our way over. So this is the Battlefield 6 Maps, Modes, and Portal. Portal had such potential in Battlefield 2042 as well. It was such a letdown that it didn't end up being more than it did, because the idea of having access to content from all Battlefield games, like, brilliant move. It just didn't live up to expectations. But let's see what they have planned for it this time.
In Battlefield, you and your squad will be battling it out across a world drowning in turmoil. A world filled with epic battles for you to partake in.
Okay, destruction looks good in every video that they've shown, and they've been emphasizing that they are bringing back the destruction from Battlefield 3 and 4 and pushing it up, which I think sounds great. There is the problem that, you know, if it's to the same level as Bad Company 2, you can level the entire map and then there's just a flat plane. So, of course, does need to be balanced, but
all our
always
spaces
really cool
are built
to
for the
have that
experience you
transaction.
want as a player. Whether that's intense, close quarters infantry combat, or large-scale warfare with tanks, choppers, and jets. So let's start with where you'll be battling it out.
Battlefield 6 will take you all over the globe, from Egypt and Gibraltar to Tajikistan and the streets of Brooklyn in the US. At launch,
okay.
we'll have 9 maps, including a remake of the classic Operation Firestorm from Battlefield 3.
Okay, so Sluty, my community manager, he and I used to play a lot of Battlefield 3, but he is the most toxic sniper player ever. Like, every game we play, he's always hightailing it to the farthest end of the map and then just picking people off from a mile away. So really annoying to play against him. Kind of annoying to play with him, to be fair. But always just on the very fringe of the map, taking those mile-long shots. And that was his best map, was Operation Firestorm.
Gibraltar is built to be up close and personal. Smaller urban areas designed to support close quarters combat. Egypt is all about infantry and land vehicles. While Tajikistan boasts scale, with epic settings that capture our all-out war experience.
I'm terrible with map names, but I like what I'm seeing with all the different changes in elevation. I'm seeing a lot of elements from Battlefield 3 and 4 that I really liked. It's just been such a long time since I played either of those titles that I can't remember any of the map names, but so far it looks really good.
Then there's Brooklyn.
It'd be so cool if they had Spider-Man in this.
Bringing the best of both scale and close quarters combat.
All of these maps are built to support any of our variety of modes with custom layouts that we call combat zones that have been rigorously playtested and iterated to ensure a thrilling, authentic Battlefield experience. No matter where you're playing.
Okay, so now that we're talking modes, why have they not given us back Rush? I played Rush non-stop in Battlefield 3. That was like the only mode I played. It was so much fun. Why did they take it away? And what they've given us in return for it just hasn't been as fun to me. They call it Breakthrough, I think, is kind of the Rush equivalent in 2042. It's not the same. I want Rush back. Give me back classic Rush.
Quest. Breakthrough.
Crap.
Rush.
Oh, yes! Yes!
Our all-out warfare trifecta of modes delivers moments you can't get in any other game. And with Battlefield 6, we're giving you more ways to play, all infused with Battlefield's DNA. Team Deathmatch. Squad Deathmatch.
They really need to rename Team Deathmatch and Battlefield to be Level Up Fast Mode, because that's what you use it for. It just brings the map in smaller and it's easier to get your ranks up faster, but it's, in my experience, it's never been a particularly good mode for Battlefield. Battlefield does better when it's in the larger spaces. It's the opposite of Call of Duty.
Domination. King of the Hill. In our newest addition to our all-out warfare experience called Escalation, where teams are pushed to a final climactic battle that we think our players will love.
So you're going to be pushing the other team to climax. This is what I heard. And I don't know how I feel about that. I really think that they should have had a 13-year-old review this script before they published anything with it, because now they're going to have that to deal with.
We've spent countless hours of playtesting these modes, both internally and alongside our Battlefield Labs participants, and working to refine them and make them feel true to Battlefield's brand of immersive warfare. You can expect more maps, modes, and events as part of our post-launch seasonal content that we'll be telling you about closer to release.
And with the return of Portal, you can also
Nice.
build,
C4
share,
Humvee.
and play your custom-created experiences.
This new, more powerful version of
Oh.
Portal will enable creators to use an updated toolset that features editing tools that will let you create even wilder experiences.
Very nice.
That's not all.
So, Battlefield's getting a Forge mode. And they're showing the kind of chaos that you could get in classic Forge, that ironically, Halo Infinite itself did not ship with when it was released. And that was a huge misstep. but now Battlefield gets a Forge mode.
In Portal's newly redesigned
I wonder if
verified
it'll be
mode,
any good.
modifiers will allow players to set up hardcore rule sets with one-shot kills, closed weapons, and so much more, all with full progression and XP gain.
With updates to our UI and navigation systems, it will be easier than ever to find and share exciting new experiences made with Portal. We can't wait to see what you create, share, and play.
Okay, no pre-orders though. All right, I'm not gonna pre-order this. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm not gonna pre-order it until I know for sure it's gonna be good. So they're gonna be doing some multiplayer events. They'll probably do an open beta. They did last time. If those look reassuring, then I might pre-order, but not until then. Because like I said, I've been hurt before. I'm not looking to get hurt this quickly again. Multiplayer gameplay trailer. Probably should have watched this first. I don't know. So I'm guessing that's like a spotting flare. But it's, you have to like deploy it on the ground first now. But we've had that in previous iterations. This is a new mechanic. I know they talked about it in another video, but now you can drag and revive at the same time. Of course, Drone Warfare, because it is 2025. That's kind of interesting. They just took down a whole bridge section, so now that causeway between the two buildings is gone. So that could be cool in concept. And I guess we'll have to see if that carries over to what it's actually like. It is a trailer after all. You have to take everything with a grain of salt. That's a pretty cool backdrop. Okay, no pre-orders yet.
Core of any great first-person shooter is the connection players have with its world. We know the things our players love about Battlefield and are elevating them to an even
Do you? Because you did release 2042. That is a bold statement there, son.
higher quality than ever before.
But it does seem like,
class
based
system's
off
back,
the information,
with
they
new
did
innovations
repeat
to
the
give players
message.
even more choice. Intense tactical combat, from the gunplay to the way you move across the battlefield, rebuilt from the ground up. Vehicles that feel weighty, powerful, and can change the tide of war.
And of course, destruction. Something Battlefield does unlike anyone else.
We heard you loud and clear. You want the class system back. Assault, engineer, support, and recon. An iconic formula for Battlefield. Each class features a signature weapon set, as well as class-exclusive gadgets and traits that define your role in the squad.
The Assault class are the frontline killers who punch through enemies' defenses to open a way for the rest of the team. A handy grenade launcher will rob enemies of their cover, while flash...
So, I will spoil this just a little bit because I did watch this video beforehand. This is another Battlefield that's giving the med packs to the support player, which I understand. I always played as the Assault in Battlefield 3 because it is such a strong class when you consider that it had the assault rifles and also med packs. Like, it was a little OP. So I understand the balance reason, but I'm kind of bummed that I can't just cheese Assault all the time.
Bangs send them scurrying through the line of fire. Cornered by the enemy, an adrenaline shot may be the difference between life and death.
Focused a lot more on
Assaults
pushing the
enhance
front line
mobility.
forward. Okay, this sight. What is this thing? This thing is garbage. What is it called? I'm pretty sure it's a Russian site. Let's try this though. And I need a picture of it. I know it's in Call of Duty 2, so let's see. Everyone uses it, but it is such an impractical sight when you consider what it would be like in the real world. No, that's the old Call of Duty. Have they not kept this site updated? What the heck? What was it called? It started with the... These ones were also really popular in the original Modern Warfares, and they're not that good either. Open emitter tend to be a little delicate. I was never a huge fan of them. This one, this monocle reflex sight. This is such a bad design. I hate this thing. Okay. See, I knew it was Russian. The problem is it's unsupported on a large section of the lens, and so I can't imagine that this thing does not have any problems with that lens getting popped out. And then once it's gone, it's gone. Thin piece of glass, you're not getting that back in. But everyone uses it in Call of Duty because it does have such a thin frame wrapped around it, which is, I mean, this isn't even touching the glass. It's really just there to kind of help with some impact and vibration near the glass. So it does have good visibility, but when you're actually using a red dot in real life, you're not looking through it like you are in Call of Duty. That's something that a lot of people don't realize. You're supposed to keep both eyes open, and when you do that, the frame disappears for the most part anyways, even using something as chunky as an EOTech, right? But it's only held on by this little thing here. Like, no way. This thing's gonna break. I just have never liked this thing in practice. It just does not seem like something I would want to trust my life to. But, you know, I guess in World War III it's probably going to be on the other side of the battlefield, so good for you, Russians, I guess. That's dark to say. I shouldn't say something like that. It's I'll just say instead, I like the American design sights a lot better. There. Let's put it that way.
Combined with the option to throw on an extra primary weapon makes you a formidable force that can push deep behind enemy lines.
You need a deterrent for tanks, helicopters, fucking jets? That's when you call in the engineer. Armed with a satchel filled with rockets and mines, this class is all about being
and the whole reason why I went on that rant is because they showed it in this trailer. Just to bring us back to reality. Back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, yeah.
menace to the vehicles hunting your allies. They're also the only class capable of repairing friendly vehicles, equipment, and weapon placements.
Which is a departure from more recent.
The support class is there to pull your ass out of the fire, throwing down supply crates, heals, and ammo to keep you in the fights. Support can lay down deployable cover, intercept enemy grenades and missiles, and they're the masters of the machine gun.
See, support actually sounds like a really powerful class now, because you got deployable cover, ammo, health. Like, the only downside is the weaponry, it seems, being that the machine guns typically have pretty big spread. But I don't know, I might be playing support a lot.
No better class to keep your squad in the fight when the odds are against you.
Recon is our tactical mastermind who provides
This is
vital
what
information to the
Fleet is gonna
squad
play pretty
and
much
stalks the edges of the
non-stop.
battlefield, usually with a sniper rifle in hand to pull off the perfect headshot. With drones capable of pinpointing enemy positions, C4 that drones capable...
I want to kind of pan through this a little bit. This looks like a very clear thermal image. Thermals tend to get abused
pinpointing
in Battlefield because they are very strong. But usually the way that more recent games have mitigated that is by having thermal smoke. But this is a really nice looking image. I do like this, the aesthetic at least.
Enemy positions. C4 that can cripple tanks and level buildings.
The scenery is,
and a
of
laser
course,
designator
beautiful.
that
It
will
is a
guide your
Battlefield
allies'
game
missiles
after all.
right to their target.
For Battlefield 6, we've reapproached combat and rebuilt it from the ground up to create an experience the team calls the Kinesthetic Combat System. Designed to give you a wider range of tactical and reflex.
That part, I think, is going to be annoying. Essentially, they're showing that you can do a tactical roll to avoid fall damage. And it's not clear to me from the explanation watching it the first time whether that's something that happens automatically or if it's something that you trigger manually. If it's automatic, I could see that being kind of a problem, especially if it's glitched. But I don't like anything that takes control away from the player.
Save options during the heat of battle. It's about being aware of what's around you.
Jarring every time you lose control.
How you move, how you shoot, and how to use destruction are all carefully balanced and work together to define this new system. With Dragon Revive, you can now cross no man's land to save a downed squad mate by pulling them to safety while reviving them. You can also lean and peek around corners. You can mount weapons on walls, crouch while sprinting, and even perform agile rolls while escaping enemy fire.
So basically a lot of additions that Battlefield has been kind of missing out on with, like, compared to Call of Duty. They've implemented a lot of new movement tech and Battlefield has been slower to catch up. So keeps it on parity in that respect. It looks good.
All vehicles have been tuned to be more responsive and intuitive than ever before. Whether you're tearing across the sky in a chopper, raining bullets down on your foes, or rolling through the desert in a tank, the new Hitch a Ride ability lets your squad stay together.
That part looks kind of goofy to me. Can you imagine just holding yourself onto a tank like that? For one, well, I guess there are handles, but that character that we see on the far side, they're not really grabbing the handles. So maybe that's just the Star Citizen snob in me where it's like, are their hands even physicalized? Are they touching the handle? Which just makes me sound like a living actually from Reddit. I should full screen this for more cinematic experience. But just this position looks kind of goofy. I can't imagine that being any kind of comfortable. And you know that their arms are just going to be aching by the end of this ride.
By expanding the number of spots available for vehicles. And while it's easier to navigate with simplified control options, harnessing these war machines' full lethal potential requires the expertise of a pro.
We know you love destruction. And for Battlefield 6, we wanted to push destruction even further, both in terms of a spectacle and as a gameplay mechanic.
We're debuting a new iteration called Tactical Destruction that gives you even more options to own the battlefield with countless ways to transform the environment. Wall blocking your way? Try C4, a rocket launcher, or your handy sledgehammer. Squad firing on your team from above? Take out the floor beneath them. Or blow it all up. Climb over the rubble? Problem solved.
Which all sounds really good to me.
All these things come together to create a genre-defining...
Okay, it's subtle, but I think that might be a allusion to Firestorm, which was the PUBG Battle Royale type game mode that Battlefield tried. Didn't take off very well because it was paywalled behind a $60 game. And why would you pay $60 to play a Battle Royale when there's so many free options available? But the whole burning mountainside really makes me think that maybe they're going to try again with Firestorm. If they do, I hope that they've learned their lesson. They make it a free mode like Call of Duty did with Warzone, because that model has worked very well for Call of Duty.
All these things come together to create a genre-defining, must-play first-person shooter experience you cannot get anywhere else.
So the gunplay looks tight. One of the other issues that 2042 had is recoil was all over the place. And it was also a problem with hit registration. They bumped it up to 128 players, but they didn't have the server technology to actually support that. So a lot of times you would be firing at someone and your bullets just never register. If there's anything hectic going on the screen, you could be firing an entire mag and maybe 5 shots count. So very frustrating. But then recoil was also all over the place. So shooting an assault rifle, which should be reasonably controllable at medium range, it just felt terrible. Like you could not learn these rifles. So from what they're showing, which is not the same as playing, it looks good, but I won't know until we actually get to try it. But everything they're saying all the right things. No pre-orders. All right, and now for the last one.
The year is 2027. The world.
Oh, okay. So I thought it was in the Nixon area. It is not. This is near future. This would be end of President Trump's second presidency. But obviously Trump is not president in this one. That would be kind of funny.
The world is on edge. Major European countries have left NATO, while the U.S. and its remaining allies grapple with the fallout.
Countries looking to fill the power vacuum left by this chaos turn to a massive private military corporation with deep pockets and the latest tech to reshape the global balance of power. This army is Pax Armada. They represent a new breed of enemy, sophisticated and unafraid of consequences.
NATO's tattered remnants are wounded and battered, but this hardened alliance is determined to stop Pax Armada. This violent conflict will introduce you to a cast of memorable characters as you fight across the globe. Returning gunfire in the streets of Cairo. The crippling machines of war on the shores of Gibraltar.
Welcome to the world of Battlefield 6.
But you really didn't tell me that much. So here's my thing. I don't really care about the story behind a multiplayer unless you give me a reason to care. Right? Like, are we going to play a campaign where I get to meet these characters? Because with the past one, they said, well, players don't really care about a campaign. Well, that's not true, for one. And for two, if you want me to know who Pax Armada is, like, you need to introduce me to them. And a cutscene every season that is supposed to drive a story forward, I don't think is enough. So I think Call of Duty struck a better balance where they still do fairly good campaigns, all except for the last one. That was oof. It is the last one, right? The one where you just like repeat a mission over and over. Yeah, I think that was Modern Warfare 3, right? Anywho. You need to have a campaign if you're going to try and make people care about who Pax Armada is. And what are they fighting over? Like, I have more questions than I have answers. So it's like, eh. But that's it for video content today. I'm pretty stoked for learning more about the new Battlefield. It looks good. There's still a lot we don't know. Star Citizen, on the other hand, did not release any videos today. So you'll have to forgive me for not talking too much about Star Citizen. I do want to go over roadmap. See, yeah, it's go here. So it's pretty sparse. They've updated a bunch of cards to give them a new visual. Dynamic Snow will be cool. Wickelow's special ships. Adding the following special ships to Wickelow's Emporium. Starlancer Attack, Drake Golem, Anvil Terrapin, with upgrade components and a unique base livery. Can never decide if it's livery or livery. I think it's livery, though. That's what I think I've heard people say it as. ASD Light Combat Stealth Suit. A rare loot that can be found in the Onyx facilities. Okay. And then this card has been renamed from Abandoned Underground Facilities to Onyx Facilities. This card has been temporarily removed as it won't be ready in time for Alpha 4.3. I mean, I would rather them hold something back than release it broken, which is what we usually do. So it's good, I guess. But yeah, pretty Spartan here on the roadmap roundup. Yeah, that's about it. I did do a post talking about ship paints monetization earnable rewards. So if you haven't had the opportunity to, feel free to come update this. But yeah, didn't get a whole lot of attention, is what it is. But the message is out there. CIG, why ain't you making very many skins? Huge economic opportunity you're sleeping on. And then there was something else. What was it? I'm trying to remember what else I was going to look at. But now, oh yes. I want to look at the roadmap because we can see everything that's on here that got an update. A new visual. AI FPS turrets, adding anti-personnel turrets for players to avoid or destroy, providing additional PvE challenges, which I think will also do a lot to help with security in safe zones. So, sniper suit, kind of cool. I like the hood. I'm a huge Artemex fanboy, so hoods are good. Got new hair coming in. This is what gets Capital Fellow going. New hair. Ladder improvements. Dynamic Snow, Onyx facilities, mission pickup on location. This part I'm kind of excited about. You go to a location, you get access to more missions. More Wickelow ships, and the Volt Laser Sniper. No idea how this is actually going to play out. Wonder if they're going to enable the tracking feature of the Antium set again. I mean, it's always going to be happening soon, right? They'll do it soon. Did it have it before? I don't think so, right? I already turned on joysticks, so I should be good to go. I am going to take a quick break here, though, to return a phone call real quick and take a bio break while this is loading. But when I get back, we'll be grinding some more of those boxes. I should probably be careful about how I phrase that. Grinding and boxes probably shouldn't be in the same sentence. Anywho, you can dwell on that. I'll be back. and germs, thank you for your patience. You don't want to bang more boxes? See, that's the thing that that was one of the standouts from the most recent SCL when they were talking about audio is I don't think the new audio director quite appreciates how ingrained in our mind the sound of banging boxes is because we play Star Citizen. It's rough. I find myself being really careful, if only to avoid hearing that sound. But let's get me into the voice chat here. I'm in the community hangout channel on the Odd Job Entertainment Underground Discord server. We'll join on Wills, who has a decently low pop. Welcome, Wills.
Hello.
I know that's you because of the incessant duck sound. Kills me every time.
Yippee.
Banging boxes and duck sounds are keep me up at night. Wherever I live next, it can't be next to a lake.
But you don't want to hear this? Every waking sound of the morning?
No, I don't. In fact, the only reason I let it slide on stream is because it does me more good to be positive as a streamer than it does to berate my audience. and I'll admit it is kind of a fun thing. It's nice to have a quirk for the channel. At least that quirk isn't me crashing out and calling everybody names like other streamers do. Initials PS. It's always bad when you run out of mana. Alright, so I relocated myself temporarily to Microtech, so I'm currently at Port Tressler. Where are you at?
Okay. Seraphim Station.
Okay. So I got Crusader finished. I still need to get Hurston done, Microtech, and ArcCorp.
Mm-hmm.
So
like pretty much 3 hours each for the method we use.
Yeah, well, I mean, a little less for Hurston and Microtech because I do have, well, Microtech it's hardly anything. Never mind. It's not quite so much for Hurston. I have a respectable amount there.
Okay, so it's like roughly 2,000 boxes for Hurston, a bit more for Microtech.
Yep.
And I'm assuming the entire thing for
You got
ArcCorp.
it. So, dealer's choice. Where do you want to start first?
Might as well finish off your ArcCorp or your Hurston.
Okay, I'll meet you there then.
Yeah. Here's this button.
Vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following locations. Please visit us again.
Oh, that's cool. It actually waited to give me the notification until I left the screen. It didn't used to do that, so if you just missed the notification, you had to have someone send it again.
Oh, 26 minus 777. So roughly like 1,000-ish boxes we need to get?
Yep, for Hurston.
Mm-hmm. I like to bring up a calculator and then just subtract every single SU that I pick up into the calculator. so I can know exactly how many boxes I have.
Nice. Yeah, you guys have gotten pretty efficient at doing this.
Yeah, so efficient that we've quit.
Burnout. It is real.
After making enough to buy almost two A2s.
Well, you guys got 100 million, right, in contracts?
Yeah. Pretty much got 100 million each selling to players.
How much does the A2 go for?
44 mil.
I didn't realize it was that expensive.
He bought an 890 jump for 65 million.
Alright, on my way in my little cutter.
Yippee.
I thought I had a Taurus on this account. It must be on the other account. But I rented one for a week, and I was trying to chain those missions that we use with the Polaris. I think I was being too safe though, because I was just shooting the ships first and then going to fly the ship back.
Yeah.
But that makes it take so much longer.
Yeah, well, what you can do is go in like a little cutter or like something that you can eject out of. Fly underneath it, get out of the seat. Go, if it's an M2, go through the elevator and then go to the pilot seat, and then almost immediately enter nav mode, power on the ship, and then just jump out somewhere. And then you can reliably get it out safely.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing something along those lines, because I was thinking that might be more efficient. Just try to sneak in and get into it quickly.
Yeah, but like the caveat with that mission is you can't abandon it, so there will be a second wave that spawns, and you've also got to know your way around the ship efficiently and quickly.
Yeah.
But it is the decently fast way to get it done.
Yeah. The other method that I've been doing is I've been doing the 150k missions with the Argo Raft. And that one just turns into fishing for boxes. It can be kind of efficient, but if you want to get the full payout for money, you need to do them like one at a time. Because the quantity that you get for doing 2 missions is close in value to the 150k. So if you try to get your raft full, then you're costing yourself more AUEC, because for whatever reason, when I've been doing it, it then registers all the cargo on my ship as part of the same mission. So I don't get to just turn in the mission cargo and then also turn in the previous mission.
Yeah.
You know, as
well,
like
another big thing with the 127Ks that we do to fill the Polaris is, like, if you actually do them legit, a big majority of the time the mission actually doesn't go through, so you've got to abandon it anyways.
Yeah.
I wonder how they'll mess up 4.3 though.
Yeah, I mean, sky's the limit with CIG, right?
Space is the limit for them, apparently.
True, true.
Because they're not limited to the skies.
Yes, yep. I got that, Wills.
I know.
So, 6 Hour's losing some money, and they're making me some money in the process. Because, while they're going down in flames, I can at least talk about what got them there. And, hopefully we don't see poor designs like that happen again. Yeah, my most recent video is up to 4,500 views talking about the P320 right now. And views for the channel have been kind of in a slump lately, so it's kind of... it's nice to see something like that do well.
Yeah.
It's probably mostly my fault, though, because I do gaming and engineering, and I haven't done a very good job of making them feel like the same category.
Yeah.
So I think YouTube just doesn't really know what to do with me.
Yeah. And you've also just been mainly focusing on actually getting your job, too.
Yeah. Yeah, so haven't been super consistent. But I was looking at what my take-home pay is going to be compared to what I was making as an intern. And it's a relief, let me tell you. It has been incredibly tight lately. And so it feels like I've crossed a threshold and it's not going to be nearly as much of a struggle on the financial side anymore.
Mm-hmm. That's good, at least.
Yeah. A lot of work to get to that point, but it's finally paying off. Do you think I should get a Porsche for the channel like Hassan Piker did?
Shaking my head.
You don't think it would be cool to profess one kind of lifestyle while living a completely different one?
Shaking my head X2.
There we go.
Want me to just head over there?
Yep. Yeah, I
Okay.
just landed at Everest, so...
Okay. I'll be there shortly.
So audio is better now that I have the shock mount, right? Like, that's what I've been noticing editing some of the video that I've been working on. I don't hear the chair moving nearly as much. But I don't know, as a viewer, is that something that you noticed before, or as someone who, like, listens to my mic?
I just normally just have it in the background.
Oh.
Because, like, while doing this recent 2-week adventure, I've been really doing nothing else but talking.
True, yeah.
Oh, and there goes the frame drop. Okay. As soon as I got within like 50 meters of my own Polaris, just went from like 30 to like 10.
Yeah. It's interesting that's been happening. It seems like there is some inconsistency with the kind of performance we're all getting. It's like, I didn't have any frame drops last time we were playing, but for the other folks, including yourself, it seemed like the boxes were rough.
Yeah, this method is very rough for us.
Yeah, do you have boxes in stock right now? Is that why it's low?
Nope, I have a completely new Polaris.
Oh.
It's just poor capital optimization, really.
So just the Polaris itself hurts you.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Oh, some trash in my inventory. Clean that up. Do you know what an eye lady is, Wills?
Nope.
Eye lady's nuts on your face. Oh.
Damn, okay.
That one's classic. I'm a little more energetic today, and I'm not as sleep deprived. So hopefully, if I end up playing chess on the ship again, I won't lose so embarrassingly. Still need to turn that segment into a video.
About like 11 GMO out.
Okay. 11 gigamommies.
11 gamer mummies.
Oh, there you go. Goth mommies. So I wonder whose decision it was to make it so that the ground missions only provide 4 SCU boxes when you do the classic cargo trade ones.
Clearly no one smart there.
It's rough, right? Like, if your mission is going to supply more than 64, then maybe just step up the box size a little bit. But instead, 4 SCU boxes for this many SCU. It's almost I think it's almost a full raft. Let's see, one.
Yeah, it's 12 SCU off of a full raft.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm. Because you're missing like 3-4 SCU boxes on a full raft load.
Yeah. Yeah, that was painful. I did one of those and it's like, nope, not again.
If like on the first like 3-4 days, that buddy and I loaded up C2s with like 5 of those missions with cargo. Because the ones we are doing now didn't work.
That would have been rough. That was a lot of boxes.
Yeah. I think it's about like an hour to load it with like 1,000 SCU.
See,
We got very proficient in Atlas.
I bet. That's the other thing that I've been missing out on. I don't have an Atlas myself. I haven't got one on this account, I don't think.
It's
so I've
like
just
about
been doing the max lift.
50 to it's 50 to 100K.
Oh yeah, I mean I can definitely afford one, but because it's never been in a situation where it would be convenient to pull it out, I just keep forgetting.
Yeah. But now it's like extremely convenient since you can call it up from freight elevators.
Yeah. Yeah, so really I should just get one.
Yeah.
And much is the C2?
Yeah.
Almost.
And the people that really just hate on the Atlas hate on it because they can't proficiently use it.
Well, I think it could definitely be better. My
It is-
biggest issue with it is the visibility when you have the box right in front of your face.
Yeah. And it has its own workaround for just positioning your own Atlas in the way where you know for sure that box will not get in your way at all.
Maybe I don't know what that trick is then, because I was blind the entire time we were using it last.
Yeah. So like you can position yourself like 45 degrees away from the where you're positioning the boxes, and then just tap Z so you're in like free look, and then you can use the scroll wheel to position the boxes where you want them to go. Exactly.
But you're doing this while in third person?
No, while in first person.
But you tap Z.
Yeah, you tap Z and you have free look in first person.
Oh.
You can try it now, and your character will not move while you look left and right.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I didn't realize that that worked in first person. I always use it to adjust position in third.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you just need to use Z more, basically,
Yeah.
then, right? Huh.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like,
They could still put the box higher.
they definitely could.
I also think it would be cool if, I don't know, maybe you, like, click the box and it stays there, and then you click where you want it to go, and then you do, like, the pickup and then move it.
I mean, if you're fast enough, you can basically do that. Because, like, by the time you place the first one, you're already looking at the second box to place it where you want it to go.
Maybe I do just need practice then.
Well, that's going to be fun to undock from. Well,
Oh, you're here. Do I need to come join you on the ship?
it looks like there's some little space debris right where the ship is, and right in the docking area. And I'm about to get obstructed, repositioned. Because my ship is no longer movable.
Nice.
Perfect.
Well, I mean, it should put you in here, though, right?
It should.
Watch it send you all the way back.
Now watch it just destroy my Polaris.
That's true. That wouldn't be good. Let's pray the impound works correctly.
It doesn't look like it is. It just says your vehicle's being impounded. Without actually impounding it.
Awesome. So did we just get a 45-minute respawn timer on that one then?
An 18-minute.
Okay. Not the worst thing in the world then.
But where is the landing pad? Nowhere even close to me. Great. Looks like I'm gonna need a bloody space pickup.
Need me to come grab you?
Yeah. It's like there's a like on the like it's a tiny little phantom piece of another Polaris. It looks like
Yep.
it's like a phantom guns that when ships are on pads, that stuff happens, and it's like annoying when it does happen.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Star Citizen doing Star Citizen stuff.
Indeed.
Tale as old as time, unfortunately.
A true get Star Citizen moment. I should have just cancelled my docking request earlier. Oh well. Didn't really see it when I parked. Oh hey, is that that is. It's just contracted pressurized ice. I thought it was tungsten. It has the same look as tungsten.
Is this person asking why someone came to PAF 3 and started shooting at them for no reason? PAF, which is a designated PvP area.
I mean, I went to a PAF location earlier in my A2, tried to drop a bomb on an Idris, and my bomb refused to drop. So.
Well, that's just bad luck. But I mean, like, you can't go to. You can't go to these PvP arena areas and then complain that people engage you there. I mean, I guess it is technically geared more as like a PvE sandbox activity, but it doesn't disallow it, and that's the thing.
It's probably the second biggest PvP area in the game right now.
Yeah, it's a step removed from CZs.
It's a step removed in the way that it's all one location, and players have access to ships. I am in now.
Okay.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Where did it put me? Over here.
Yummy fuse.
No! Don't take my fuses! I need those. I don't know why yet, but I'm supposed to care about them.
I mean, on the Idris and the TAC, they matter.
Just on nothing else yet.
Yeah, pretty much. Nothing else.
Okay. We're here. 2 kilometers away from where you were. I don't know if that comes through on stream, but I just heard your character run past, and it sounded like you were running past on duck flippers. Kind of a
Very
slapping
character for
sound.
me.
Yeah. Like you could have had, what are those swim flippers on? Yeah. They're just called flippers, aren't they?
Think so.
You actually got a legitimate use out of your med beacon. I was able to see easier.
Oh, it says my Polaris is on pad.
Okay.
Oh well.
Wasn't that the Polaris out there that we saw, though?
Yeah, that was the Polaris. That's technically on pad.
But now it's inoperable.
Yep. It cannot be moved at all.
Cool. So, can you still do the claim?
Yep.
Okay.
Just an 18-minute-and-a-half claim time.
Don't suppose you brought the chessboard with you, did you?
Nope.
That would have been really funny if you were able to just pull that out of your pocket right now.
I think I had someone on my Polaris earlier that just
Excuse you,
stole
sir.
it.
No
too.
reason to push.
No, we've got like about 18 minutes and 20 seconds for the next one.
You guys are twinners. You're both wearing the new Antium head and chest. That is what you've got, right? Antium?
Yeah, Antium head and chest, and then ADBU, arms and legs. He's wearing the full Antium set over there. Well, at least Antium Storm set.
Is that a lootable?
Yeah.
Get that in the Stormbreaker area? Is that where it comes from?
Yes.
You know, the glowing lights on a armor suit, always kind of an interesting trope, because in sci-fi they're on even all the stealth suits, right? Like, you're trying to be sneaky, but then you have this glowing light, like Tron, on your collarbone.
I wouldn't say it's as prominent as the Tron suits.
I mean, maybe
but there
not.
are certainly some suits that are even more prominent.
Yeah, I mean, you've got literal headlights on you right now. Even aside from the beacons. And it's not like the Antium is a high-vis suit. I mean, you still don't want to necessarily be shot at.
We could go and do like one of the ship missions in just like a small ship and then bring it back to this station.
Let's do it.
Okay. Think I do have a ship that I can do that with. Let's see here. Is it this one? Is it claimed yet? "11 seconds.
Oh, how are we going to manage?
I know, right? So, Hurston, 127k. There we go. Check.
So do you have all 4 locations done for your character now, then?
No, I only did Crusader.
Oh.
And then I did ArcCorp and Microtech 2 Tier 4.
And then you've just been selling services to other people.
Yeah, I've been selling boxes with that by at least 10k per SCU.
Alright.
But the market price nowadays is like 20k per SCU.
People are just that desperate to get it over with.
Yeah, pretty much. Over here, the elevator teleported. Oh. Oh well.
Yeah, it closed too fast. I wasn't able to get in.
Yeah, and then I opened it, and then it teleported to a new location.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, here I am. Let's go ahead and hop in the back seat.
The missile turret seat.
I love how this ship still doesn't let you interrupt animations.
I know, right? Like, this co-pilot thing is also an issue with the Super Hornet Mark IIs, or the Super Hornets in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like, you had to wait for the elevator to go up and the canopy to close so that you could open the canopy, pull the ladder down, and then get in.
Oh yeah, I forgot that the Scorpius MFDs still have a sun blocker over them again.
Oh, where they don't line up the way they're supposed to.
No, where it looks like you have sunglasses on while staring at them.
Oh, so they're just like super dark.
Mm-hmm.
Guess that's true, huh?
Landing gear raised. Shields are off.
Love that you almost black out just from the acceleration alone.
Yeah.
Of course, all the OM points are behind the planet. That's great.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Rattlers were nerfed so hard that it's like almost not worth using them anymore.
The missiles, right?
Yeah.
That's the... Isn't that the cluster bomb
The
one?
cluster missile. Yeah.
Did those get nerfed?
Mm-hmm. Their minimum range to lock onto target used to be, or like, yeah, minimum from the target used to be like 500 meters. Now it's
Yeah.
closer to like bloody like 1.8k away from it, which is so far that since it's like maximum range is like 5 kilometers.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to put on my helmet. Oh, that's a problem.
That is a problem. Gonna have to... Hopefully you can get that Alt-H in super quick.
Eject.
Oh, isn't it just hold backspace? Or is it... What's the keybind?
Left alt Y.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I did a slow one. a very slow eject. I thought it was backspace.
No, backspace is to self-destruct the ship.
Oh. Well, that's what I did. See, where'd you go? Do you want me to wait for you because they're going to start shooting at it as soon as it registers me on it?
Mm-hmm. That's why we go and stay in the elevator so it doesn't actually register that we're on it. And to actually put your helmet back on in space, you've got to entirely take it off of your player body.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you've got to put it in your player's inventory. Then you can put it back onto your player's head and it'll actually register that it's on your player's head.
Oh.
Kind of dumb, but whatever floats the game's boat. Yeah, the game does not register elevators as being part of the ship currently. So you can just sit on the elevator for as long as you want and the NPCs won't shoot at it. As long as you've not touched anything else.
Huh. Good to know. I was being careful just in case.
Yeah, all good. Now here's the part where we start running.
And when the doors do actually open quickly, it makes that a little easier. Those ones weren't too bad. I guess there's not really a point in me getting in the gunner seat because you're going to go straight to nav.
Mm-hmm. And we're out.
Whew. I do like the Hercules platform. I think it's a pretty cool looking ship.
Mm-hmm. It's even prettier when you put on the Crusader skin onto it.
Yeah, I can imagine it does look pretty good. Crusader ship wearing the Crusader skin. Is the Hercules one of the ones that gets it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it gets at tier 5.
Yeah.
But if you get the Microtech tier 5, you can technically, visually, make it a C2. Since the A2s come stock as black and then the C2s come stock as white.
Yeah. Man, I'm just not a fan of this armor. But I am glad that they're putting more armors in the game.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like Gundam in a weird way. Does that make sense?
I mean, I guess it kind of looks like the Gundam pilot suits in a way.
Yeah, I think it's the shape of the chest is what does it. Like,
well,
if you replace that little squishy part with a vent, it'd look like a mobile suit.
If you will accept the infinite turning contract mission.
I got it.
Yep. Okay.
It's all good in the neighborhood.
I own exactly 2 Crusader ships.
Yeah.
The A2 and the A1.
It's a pretty nice report card. All A's.
I do love that the first ship I bought from Crusader was their most expensive ship.
I'm sure they love it too.
But yeah, if you just get good at memorizing how to get in and out of these ships efficiently, and hoping that the ship doesn't spawn with no pips into any power whatsoever, it gets really efficient to do it like that.
Okay. Yeah, that
Maybe
was
more
pretty
than
quick. A
just-
lot faster than what
yeah.
I did before.
Yeah. When you stop caring about what the game actually intended you to do, it goes quite fast.
Oh, sorry. My bad. My bad again.
Ow.
Oh, no.
Why are you not launching it all the way over there, man?
I wasn't trying to. That's what the game did. I couldn't not care about what the game wanted to do in that case. It picked for me. And I know you can't see my mouse and keyboard, so there's no reason to believe me, but I promise I was lifting up on the mouse trying to get it to go over your head.
Okay, so what ship? I'll take out this one. This one should have a quantum drive, right? Let's see if it does. They should.
Your ship doesn't want to go down.
Nope. It likes to be annoying like that. Let me
Try that
claim this
again.
other one just in case. This one. And I might as well claim the Scorpius again.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't think that was your best parking job. The ramp was
Yeah.
over the side.
Eh, that's fine.
From the perspective of getting it to fit in holes. Oh, we're being real brave today.
We just need to get there and stop.
I guess that's true. They don't blow up nearly as often, so like you don't actually die.
I see this one has the same problem again.
Yeah.
This thing has 1 million quantum fuel. That's nice.
Yeah. It is a nice little, it's basically a space sports car.
And it has literally 0 claim time. If you expedite it, it's instant.
And 1 million quantum fuel for something this small, like that's not bad. I would love it if they made a hover car. A little smaller than this, but a 2-seater. I pitched an
Well,
idea
that's
for
an-
one on Spectrum.
Well, we do need more hover vehicles other than just hover bikes, honestly.
Great. Like, cars are nice, but I want a hover tank and I want a hover car. Those would be cool.
Well, they first need to flush out their ground gameplay before those even become useful again.
True, true. I mean, you're not wrong, but like you could make that argument with everything, right?
That is true, also.
But there's this YouTuber, I don't know if you've heard of him, Odd Job Entertainment. He did this video talking about whether or not wheels make sense in a space setting. Most of the time it doesn't. Because when you're in a low gravity environment and or there's no atmosphere, you miss out on so much of the forces that would keep your vehicle grounded. So it's much more difficult to navigate.
Ready to exit.
Okay, so it's Alt Y.
Left Alt. Yeah, right Alt Y. I guess we don't need to do that since we can just regularly get out.
Well,
if we have such a low emission rate that they don't even know we're here.
Oh, no! I'm taking crossfire!
You're fine.
It made me wait for your animation to finish, so while I was getting out, they had finally caught on to the ship being there.
Yeah. Now the Caterpillar is the more hectic one to do.
Yeah.
But once you know the way to get in and get out,
Jeez.
it's pretty easy.
I definitely don't. I already got myself lost.
I can show you whenever we get back to the station.
Wait, you're already there? How did you do that?
Magic.
This guy, I think this guy cheated.
Definitely.
Went through the walls somehow.
Yeah, I'll teach you whenever we get back to the station.
Is it this ladder back here? Is that the trick?
We don't take any ladders.
You didn't take a ladder. Okay, so it's not that one.
We prefer to avoid the ladders entirely.
That's true. That's true.
I went onto the catwalk, went straight, took a left, went straight, took a right, went up a ramp, took another right, and
Okay.
entered the
So when,
co-pilot
like a
seat.
chump, I went onto the secure bottom floor, you just went straight onto the catwalk.
Mm-hmm.
Can you... But how do you get onto the catwalk, though, when you're entering from outside? Because don't you have to be, like...
You can enter it from high enough that you just go straight into the catwalk.
Oh, so you just, like, fell onto the catwalk.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And, like, you need to do that because sometimes the caterpillars spawn about 75% dead.
No.
So you need a rush.
Yeah, okay, I'm dumb. Because the catwalk is accessible from one side. I thought we had entered on the other side. But now I see I was mistaken because I can see the doors open.
Yeah. We opened the one closest to the cockpit and then go through that one to the cockpit.
See, this is why streamers need people that know what they're doing to help them, because I clearly had no clue.
Little thing I discovered on the second day of trying this. Since I also tried this on the first day with the Polaris just distracting everything else. So I had time to learn how to get in and out.
Nice.
And we're almost here again.
So many boxes, oh my word. We're still like 2,000 away for Hurston. 1,900, I guess.
Well, should just be like 1,000.
It has me at... Well, because I am trying to get tier 5, at least for Hurston. So I get the black armor. With all the others, it doesn't really matter, right? You just need to get to tier 4.
Tier 4, unless you want all the FOMO skins, really.
Oh, yeah, okay. Because I am trying to max them all out.
Yeah.
FOMO is highly effective on me.
So I can show you here how I got in into the cockpit.
Well, I think
So
I get
I
it
came
now.
in through came in through here, just went straight, and then back, and then straight again.
Yeah, I'll
to the
probably
cockpit.
still screw it up and go into the engineering area next time I try this, but at least I'll know how I screwed up.
That is true. And of course I entered the ladder on my way out.
Oh, did you not walk backwards? Did you not
I did,
optimize
and then
your
I-
path?
I did, and then I walked straight back into the ladder, so I started climbing it again. Funny how that works. Funny how the ladder optimization was supposed to come this patch, but then they said, "Oh, nope, we're not ready for it. Wait till next patch."
Yeah. Well, that and Transit Refactor are both sorely needed, and we're still waiting on.
But I don't know what's genuinely faster, this method or just the Polaris method, or Polaris or Idris method.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty dang fast, isn't it?
I mean, if you get an 85X, which is very quick to accelerate, very quick to decelerate, you can and it's got literally 0 time to claim.
Yeah, and see, here I was trying to spec into renting a Taurus that I'd have the shield health to withstand the shots while I transferred, but
No, we're gamers. We don't do intended game loops.
yeah, that 85X was pretty slick. How much does that one cost in game?
500K, 573K.
Oh, I could get that today.
Is that Lorville? So we can just go down to the planet and get you one.
Bye, Caterpillar.
Oh, you're gonna be seeing it here in a few seconds, anyways. It's fine. Because it's gonna come straight back up.
No. The elevator's gonna work this time. It's gonna be gone. Bet you 1 AUC that it's gone.
I bet you 2 AU, you see that's still here.
Well, you have the marker for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that feels a little unfair.
Oh, I called it before it... I even looked down. And here, have a beacon.
Thank you. You put... It's inside my chest. That's a little concerning, honestly.
It's intended, trust.
See, those kinds of things kind of crack me up with CIG because they take such painstaking details on so much, right? But then you still get stuff like a beacon that is clearly inside the player's body, the way that it's mounted on their chest. You know? So it's like, at that point, why are we putting so much into the realism?
Yeah, this is my first time actually using the 85X for something besides just buying it to buy it.
Yeah, this has a remote turret too.
Mm-hmm. And if there's no co-pilot, it's bound to the pilot.
So you have the winglet guns and this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
It's a nice little tiny ship that's not meant for fighting, but certainly can be used for fighting.
Yeah, I think it's kind of replacing the Pisces in my mind.
I mean, it has no internal storage, so you can't really do much with it in terms for that, but like it's very good. Just go place, do thing. Ship.
But does it have does it at least have a box storage, like a drop down thing like that, or no?
No.
Well, I mean, in either case, I'm still using the Pisces pretty much when I just want a runabout ship. Right? So I'm literally just transporting me most of the time. But you're not as agile as the 85X and a Pisces.
Hit and hold Y as soon as possible.
Oh, don't worry. I was already doing that.
Because you don't have a lot of time to get out when ships actually notice you.
No, you do not. It's like no
'Cause
time at all. Oh no!
You're not supposed to fall out.
Well, I know that. It wasn't the intention.
Yeah. With these medical beacons, it's just a simple fix. You just rotate it 90 degrees so it's not in your chest.
Yeah, but they didn't.
No, they did not. Oh, hey, we beat the second wave.
Woo!
Okay, maybe we didn't. My full MFDs are not on.
Nice. Are we cooked? No, seems you got it.
We're just barely got out.
Whew.
The entire hull is red. So I guess next time we're setting our spawns at Everest Harbor or whatever, wherever.
Yeah, just to be safe.
Yeah, I've already set mine. I don't know about yours though.
I did not. No,
Thought
because
so.
that would be the smart thing to do, and I never remember to do that.
I did that as soon as lost the Polaris. Might just start doing this to just collect cargo because it's a mind numbing in the Polaris.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the thing, right? Like, players will optimize the fun out of anything. The Polaris is a great, efficient strat, but I can definitely see it getting old quick.
After like 100 hours, it got old.
I bet. I do like that the missions we've done so far have kept me evenly split on the 3 cargo types. We've done 2 of them, but I'm still at 78 on all of them. So.
Yeah, it spawns everything in the same quantity.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of funny to me.
Mm-hmm. While in the cargo hauling, you get 76, 76, and 36.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Okay, we just barely didn't hit anything.
Yeah, making me a little nervous there, Wills.
A light tap would make us explode.
It's like playing Operation right now. Touch the walls and we're just gonna...
Good thing I'm proficient in not hitting the walls. I think.
Maybe. I do really like the Crusader aesthetic.
Yeah, but honestly, I prefer the sharp edges of RSI.
I think they're about neck and neck for me. Like, I appreciate them in very different ways, especially like the way that the ramp opens up on this ship. It feels like a big military escort.
Oh, wrong way. What you can do is this. Lift it up to the ceiling and then just walk it out.
Oh. I thought that the cargo elevator was on the other side.
No, I always park it near where the other stuff is. If the cargo's on near the back ramp, I'll park near the back ramp.
Okay, get this called up. Looks like it's closed. I don't know if that's just a...
Yeah, it's closed for you. Well, it's closed because like we left it closed whenever we left.
Okay.
And this is the same hangar, apparently. I am running dry on funds. I'm only at 43 million.
Oh,
Maybe
you
at 50
poor
more.
baby. How will you ever survive?
I can't even buy an 890 jump with that funds.
I know.
What am I going to do?
Need to call and borrow Dad's credit card or something. Get some
If
more
only
allowance.
buying AUEC was legal. But it's highly illegal. That counts banning illegal.
Yeah. Which, I don't know, of all the things that we sell in this game, really? Buying AUEC, that's going to be an account ban?
Yeah. I mean, they could have done that or the gray market bans.
But it's like, it's a currency that literally gets wiped every patch.
No, it gets wiped every wipe, but it persists through patches.
That's true. We don't have wipes as often.
No.
I guess the reason why it's an account ban is because that's the one thing that CIG hasn't monetized. If you're going to be spending money on Star Citizen, you need to be sending it to CIG.
And the other thing too is, if you buy another person's account that per se has an Idris on it, if you buy that and CIG will instantly know that you buy it, so they will just disable the accounts.
Yeah, because you got to be sending them the money, man.
Yeah, because surprise, surprise, they don't want you buying hull limited ships.
Unless you get it from them.
Pretty much.
Because they did like, what, 3 waves or something like that with the last Idris sale?
I think that they did 5 in total.
Oh,
5
really?
or something. Yeah, the first one was like 150 sales or like 50 sales. Then it was like 10. Then it was 10 again, and then 10 again, I think.
I got to it first. Now you get to wait for my animation.
Curse you.
How's it feel?
Curse you.
Origin ships
Curse
where,
you,
where
Perry the
even the
Platypus.
eject button is nice and chromed.
Oh, seems like we're gonna have to wait a little bit. The 127K mission is not here. This seems totally safe.
It's just driving with the top down. You can do that in space, right?
Yeah, we've got spacesuits on, right?
Yeah. It's a convertible with the training wheels. Because the ladders are out. Those are just stability guides.
And we're blasting off again.
It would be kind of funny if there was a way to snap the canopy off in a way that didn't risk a lot
Destroy
more
the ship.
damage to the 85.
Yeah. Since this thing is like so tiny.
Yeah. But yeah, then you'd have a space convertible.
Pretty much, yeah. This thing's decently fast. It's 125 in nav speed.
Well, and from what I've seen, the acceleration seems pretty insane.
Almost as insane as the Scorpius is. That thing almost makes you black out when you just accelerate straight.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you do black out if you put on the flight blade that makes you just go faster in straights. Or you get very, very close to it.
No, what are you talking about? Those ones don't. Those ones don't have any gameplay implication.
Hmm.
They're
They
totally
do indeed.
balanced.
They very much do have a gameplay use. Well, that's a Polaris.
Well, let's not get hit by that. Those don't usually spawn, do they?
No, this thing doesn't even have a scanning function at all. It has no scanner.
Oh,
the
really?
85X. Yeah, it doesn't.
Does it just say like no scanner equipped or?
No, it just says 0% on the signal thing and no target when I have the target selected in the Polaris. We took that?
Aha, see, I was clever. It's a little more efficient, I think, because you were still maneuvering. But then
But
I
that
got
thing
lost
slowed
and I
down-
couldn't find the door.
That thing got slowed down so much.
Yeah, did the 85 take a hit? Is that what happened?
It took a missile, but it lived the missile somehow.
Well,
It should have died from the missile, but a win is a win, I guess.
yep, we'll take what we get. Oh my gosh, I
Here
forgot to
go
set
again.
spawn.
Oh yeah, oops.
Don't die, I'm counting on you, Wills.
Or a trip to Orison it is. Now, ship, give me all my MFDs, please. Well, that missile almost hit. Good thing we jumped out first.
Imagine if we just got beamed by a torpedo from that Polaris before we could get out. C2's...
I'm pretty sure we would outrun it. That thing only travels at 275 meters per second.
I guess that's true. What's the... Well, this has slow acceleration, but we probably would have been up to that by the time you...
Yeah, we were already in nav mode by the time the missiles even started tracking. We could go down to New Deal next time and get an 85X for you. Are you going to give me the same hangar again? Nope, you're not. You're going to give me the one to its right. Okay, again. Be that way. I do love that this thing is slightly too large at times to enter the hangar, so you've got to enter VTOL mode.
Mm-hmm.
But my landing gear isn't down. That's why I was going a little bit fast.
Oh. First CTD of the night. Oh. Oh. It almost recovered.
Oh, did you crash?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had a chance to clear your shaders recently?
No, actually. That might make a difference, huh?
Yeah. It made a huge difference for us compared to like crashing like once every 5 to 10 minutes. We were crashing like once every hour.
Well, see, they haven't been that often, but it has been at least once per sesh.
Mm-hmm. That's the normal.
For Star Citizen, yeah. Right?
It's a bad thing to say that's the normal for a game, but better than having more than one per session.
Yeah. It's also, surprisingly, Star Citizen doesn't do too much worse in that respect compared to Call of Duty. I actually get frequent crashes, or frequent enough that I notice them in Call of Duty.
I don't own a single Call of Duty game, so I wouldn't know.
Well, it's just a reskin of the same game every year anyways.
Yeah. I think the only one I owned was Call of Duty Mobile.
Yeah, I'm excited for the new Battlefield coming out, but I played a little bit of the Black Ops, the newest Black Ops that came out, and like it was good, but it got old for me really quick because it is like, man, I have played this game for years.
I've played this game before.
Yeah. Alright, while you're chucking boxes around, I'm going to set my spawn. I'll be back.
Okay. When you're up there, do tell me what your current Hurston rep is at.
Okay. Hurston 1186.
Okay. So exactly 1,000 more.
Are you okay there?
Yep, I just had a sneeze.
Okay.
Cleanup team down with South Hall.
No, I should probably just do this before I do that calculation.
Got an accident inbound. It's a pretty big one, so team stand by.
So a full M2 gives like a 111 SCU.
Yeah.
So that means like roughly 9-ish of them. And the Caterpillar, I believe, gives more.
Does it?
Let me do the quick calculation.
Because I think this mission tops out... Doesn't it say like 125, or am I thinking of a different mission?
Yeah. It says 125, but don't really believe it. Yeah, the Caterpillar gives 123. While the M2 gives 111. So with this load, we have roughly like 8 more runs to do.
Oof. You were quick on that.
Me playing Space Marines 2 has gotten me to spam buttons faster. Hence all my teammates are stealing all my kills. Oh, we almost blacked out there.
Yeah. You know, having this Tobii eye tracker, when I was playing Dune, I kept finding myself trying to look around inside my ornithopter.
Oh. You got too used to this Star Citizen.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, they don't sponsor me yet, unfortunately. I keep sending them emails like, "Hey, I like this thing. Let me rep you and earn money." But it is a really nice product.
Why are we in landing mode? We don't need to be in landing mode.
Hey, you need to get us in not die mode.
I need to get us into not crash my game mode.
Okay, so you're landing always on the pilot side.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just getting into the nearest cargo deck to the pilot seat.
Well, no, my beacon. My beacon. I need that. It made me drop my medical beacon. Yeah, I do that and try to hope that I don't fall down the stairs.
Oh, come on. No!
Rip.
I was almost locked on, but something like knocked the view off.
Hmm.
Fast travel?
Yeah, let me pick up this medical beacon that dropped. Because apparently while I was hitting F to open that door, the game decided to just wisp away my medical beacon. Both of them are from off my body. That's fun.
Okay, well, I just did the fast travel.
I'm going to do so too. But yeah, that was a bit more of a difficulty spike since the ship was already mostly dead anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like no time at all.
That one you've got to be extra quick with. And it didn't help that you had a caterpillar NPC spawned too.
Yeah. So we were quickly getting lit up by quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh well.
That thing has like 2 4 size gun turret.
I am eating a bit of humble pie right now to admit that I am kind of glad I don't have to re-kit my character right now. We get to just get right back into
the only
it.
thing, yeah, the only thing we would have had to re-kit is a max lift. Because we don't really need a heavy kit for this.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Caterpillar has two turrets that both have 2 size 4 guns on it. And they both do like 792 sustain or burst damage.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty punchy for sure. Do we want to try switching gears with the Polaris?
We could. It's at docking port 1 now.
Okay.
It is a sad day. I lost all my other medical beacons.
Aww.
But one.
Well, where do you get them from? Can you get them?
I don't know. I've got them from someone else, and I just duped the heck of it out of them.
Shh, you're not supposed to say you dupe stuff anymore.
I mean, it's by the company. They allow it because you can just print yourself new ammo by having it on your chest.
Yeah, technically, you're not wrong. I see your point, but they did make that statement recently where they're saying they're going to be more strict on people doing that kind of stuff. Which, I don't know. I definitely see both sides.
They make the game in a state where, like, just getting that cargo anyways is such a pain, or that item anyways is such a pain in the rear end that people would rather dupe or get it once and then dupe it to all hell's knows what.
Yeah. Well,
then go into it again and spend an hour to get like a part that you want to on like 6 different ships.
Well, see, like if it were possible to actually get the parts, then I feel like I would have fun doing CZs getting them. But every time I've tried to do a CZ, it's just the freight elevator has always just been broken.
Yeah,
right.
Well, thankfully it's fixed now, but yeah, it was such a big problem, and that's why I elected to dupe so many components because like it was just genuinely not possible to do it otherwise.
Yeah, I'm on the right side.
I definitely didn't want to dupe at first, but like after seeing the state of the game, it was like I've got no choice other than to dupe to be able to play what I want to play.
Yeah, and like I still like to use the blue and red cards properly, but those moments where you put in the red card and it doesn't work, then it's like I'm getting through this door.
With Redline, if we have the cards, we'll use them. If we don't, we'll do the method that CIG does not condone. But yeah, at least in the New Worm area, the like extra loot room areas are box glitch proof. Since they're like double layered doors.
Yeah.
But because of that, it has issues with actually officially opening.
Yeah, and then that prevents you from just being able to do the event at all.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can still do it. It's just like minor loot rooms that you can't get access to.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, if you want to, you can grab every box from there. And if you want to grab the small boxes, just chuck them down through the chutes underneath.
Yeah?
Or through the elevator in the hangar bay. Because even though it's like small boxes, like after a bunch of time it does add up.
So you guys have just been taking everything, not just the big boxes anymore?
I've just been taking the big boxes, but like after doing it for so many hours, those small boxes do add up. We're about 2 kilometers from the caterpillar.
Okay.
Or if we hit a rock, we don't. And you can go now.
Oh, overshot that one. Dang it. Ah! I'm not good at this EVA stuff.
There's a lot less you can mess up with the EVA than using the pilot seat. Because with the pilot seat you can mess up by slamming straight into the ship you need to stop at.
Yeah. I think I need to just rebind that X button. It keeps screwing me up.
Doesn't really matter too much where the boxes go, but it does matter a bit with Since we're only getting like 1,000. Doesn't matter too much, but it does at the same time.
Well, I'll adjust their position.
Yeah.
Something hit the ship and now it's rolling.
It's not the worst roll I've seen.
No, it's actually kind of braced against our ship, so it's not too bad.
That's fortunate.
All right.
Okie dokie. Are you in?
Yep, I'm in.
Okay.
And you said just chuck the small boxes down the elevator shaft?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
After a while, you do need to go down there to make sure none of them are where they don't belong. Or if once they start stacking up too high. Another caterpillar. Oh, we overshot. You're free to go.
So, note to self, when doing this kind of stuff, I should be not on the pilot side.
No, usually I try to orientate towards the pilot or the right side.
Yeah,
But sometimes it usually just gets lazy and I just aim for positioning it towards where the cockpit of the
yeah, no, your positioning
Caterpillar
is
is?
fine, but I just chose the wrong side of the Caterpillar to open up. Alright, I'm in.
Yeah, the other side has 2 1SU boxes that you are forced to move if you want to get the big boxes out only.
Yeah. Well, and
I wonder-
I had to work around the catwalk, which not worst thing in the world, but it's not optimal.
I wonder, do you have cargo? If you do, you do not. Okay, moving on. There's another white Caterpillar right next to the other one, so I was like wondering.
Just another local pinata.
The hopeful pinata that wasn't so hopeful. Hopefully we only have to do 649 for your rest of your hearse and or 6 more missions really.
Yeah, because you're keeping track of it.
Mhm.
That's smart, because I'm not.
Yeah. Found out like how to like it's lessens the burden of like what you actually have to do and like how much time it actually takes in your mind. Because otherwise it's just like, oh, looks like we have about 1,800 cargo in our ship.
Yeah.
That should be enough, right? It was
Then
not
ends up
enough.
Not being enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think given that we haven't had to do any trips back to the station, this is probably a little bit faster.
Yeah, but if you're just a solo with like no Polaris or Idris person on your friends list,
85X. All the
yeah.
way.
You're free to go. But what I did notice with this, my just keybind to just open all doors, open and close all doors was not enough. I needed a separate keybind for open doors and closed doors. Because like whenever the second person was at the docking ports with it open, my keybind was just close the docking port without actually opening what I wanted it to do.
Oh, yeah. So do you think we'll ever see the super long boy Caterpillar?
The Ironclad is supposedly this year. Might be a Christmas present for us players.
Well, no, I was talking about literally just being able to increase the number of modules on a Caterpillar.
I think that 5 modules might be the most you can get on it. Because with the amounts of modules that it comes with, like right now, it struggles to get off the ground
Yeah.
once you park it.
But is that
Even
just
more
in,
so when you have cargo.
Atmosphere? Like
Yeah, that's an
heavy
atmosphere thing.
like Microtech?
No, that's in a hangar. Like whenever I parked this caterpillar at like in my hangar to offload it earlier, I parked it a little bit far, so I had to hold down spacebar with boost going for about like 5 to 10 seconds before it got off the ground.
I think you just need to have faith, Wills. I want to see a caterpillar with 10 modules.
I'd much rather make the cockpit module go to an ironclad than a caterpillar.
Yes, game, I know I'm bleeding out, but I have boxes to do. Almost done. Just need to live a little longer.
You've got like a minute left before you bleed out totally. You've got like 31%, or like 29%.
I'm on.
Okie dokie. When did I hit right shift? What? Apparently I hit right shift, so the game wouldn't recognize me trying to turn my ship.
I think the game cheats with that one. I feel like whenever it says I've hit right shift, I don't feel like I actually did.
No. Oh, no wonder I can't route through this, because it's behind 2 entire planets. Let's just route to this planet first, so I can avoid going through 2 entire whole planets. Because quantuming through a planet is not very fun for my emotional state.
No?
No. Especially not when I have like 1,000 SC of cargo in my ship.
Guess that's fair. Thought you liked to live dangerously, Wills.
That's in an 85X. In a Polaris, that's a different story.
If anyone is watching stream after the fact, they will have noticed that at that last mission I completely forgot to adhere to my own advice of not getting in on the pilot side of the Caterpillar. So, it's not lost on me that I still haven't learned.
Streamers learning from their mistakes? No way.
Yeah, that's not actually a thing that happens. It's a physical impossibility. It's like Schrodinger's cat.
Was that cat ever alive?
Was it?
I don't know. You're the engineer. Tell me.
No, that's the whole point. You can't know. It is both. It is in a quantum superposition.
Looks to be an M2 this time. So you've got a bit more boxes to load this time.
Okay.
And cut the engines. There we go. And slow the heck down. Okay, apparently I did not slow down well enough.
Overshoot.
Mm-hmm. Overshot by like 200 meters.
So they, as far as I know, they still haven't given an official end date for this event, right?
No. And you're free to go. How many missions? 3.
So, how many boxes can you get in the Polaris if you do all 3 levels?
We can, if we fill all 3 and then we entirely fill the cargo bay, we can get someone's entire rep done in one go.
For one faction?
Yeah. We can get roughly like 2,900 cargo done through in the Polaris.
Not bad. Especially for a ship that is not supposed to be a cargo ship.
In a ship that's only supposed to carry like 576 cargo, yeah. And in the Idris, you can carry like 1,000 cargo on grid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's tremendously more room if you just ignore that fact.
And use the hangar.
Yeah. Because you don't need no hangar anyways. But if you're going to do that, you definitely need more than just one person. Because that's a lot of walking to do if you're just one person.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah. I saw a video of someone trying to do it solo, like, earlier in the Idris, and it was like, no, my guy, you're wasting so much time just walking back and forth.
It's not optimal.
No. Star Citizen is a game you want to have friends for.
What?
I know a lot of gamers don't have friends, but
A lot of Star
that's besides
Citizen
the point.
gamers don't have friends, and it's a major problem.
Yeah, since a majority of this game's contents is based around you having a team of players, even though the mission rewards punish you for being with other players. But I'm not going to rant about that too much.
You wouldn't want to seem upset.
No, never. Not when I'm on like 5 hours of sleep, never. I can hear the boxes from up here.
Yep. Yeah, I'm making quite a bit of mess downstairs. See, I'm just about done moving the boxes by the time I hear that we're in the next location. So it's working pretty well.
Yeah. Free to go now.
Oh, well, the doors is already open. That's nice.
Yeah, I have my open doors button.
No. I'm talking on the Caterpillar.
Oh, I see now. I just entered F4 after I got the things I needed to get.
Okay, one of those doors is like super slow.
That's why when I was doing it, I would hit the buttons, then go back to the door I opened up first.
Yeah,
instead of
but it was
waiting
like
for the one that I
second
opened
one
last.
took longer than the third and the fourth one.
Yeah. Game does be what the game wants to be. This mission puts us at 193 boxes left. Or
Okay.
193 SCU left, roughly.
So we are really pretty close.
But with doing the 85X one, it's like, be ready to just say your spawn at the location and just be ready to backspace. Because you're not always just going to get it out.
Yeah.
There's luck in getting it in and luck in getting it out. At least with the caterpillar spawns. Because
Yep.
it's highly likely that it's going to, or like it's about like a 25% chance that it spawns mostly dead.
Yeah, I'm on. We're good.
Okie dokie. Oh, to the next location. Okay, little mister. What are you, little mister? But like, yeah, what you can also do with this method is going, like, after you've gotten all the boxes in, go into the other ship and then scan the Polaris, and then tell the other person who has a calculator up and running the numbers of how many boxes are in the Polaris.
Oh yeah, that's true, huh?
It's like with like a full Polaris with like 1,900 or 2,900 SUs of cargo, it's like comes out to like about like 940 SUs of each material for the total. And free to go.
Oh, shoot, went the wrong way. It took longer to stack the boxes. I'm losing time. Dang it.
Losing valuable sleep hours.
I know.
Can't be having that.
Ah, your Polaris is taking some damage.
Not enough. I've been out doing this like with a Polaris for so long one time that the midsection actually went red.
Huh. That would be
Just
a
from-
lot of boxes.
Yeah, we got like about like 6,000 something or like 9,000 something into that one Polaris before repairing it. But I think that for the next week, I'm just gonna do the 85X method because that's the only one I can actually stand now. To do
Yeah.
it for prolonged time.
Well, and if I can't force you to get on and do it with me, then that's probably
Yeah.
what I'm going to be doing too.
Because at least it has some excitements for me.
That's starting to sound like a major mental health concern.
Well, I mean,
I've lost all feeling. I feel nothing.
That's why I'm also playing another video game on my phone while doing this.
That's smart. It's those darn streamers. They take everything from you.
No. Had to do like what, I think 8,000 cargo boxes for like 2 people in the org.
Come on. Yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about the box stacking because we've only got one mission left.
Yeah.
It'll just be a sloppy second layer. We got to get Wills to bed after all, right? But 8,000 boxes for so much.
2 people each. It was going to be paid like market price at the time, but then got decided, oh, we're going to have it. And so it's 8,000 bucks is at half market price for 2 people.
Sick.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you loved
That's-
offering that deal.
Yippee. But it was like, would have been like 200 million for 2 people.
Lot of dough. Let's see. So is this is the last one, right?
This should be the last one, yeah.
Okay.
If I did all my calculations correctly.
What if you're like one off? How are you gonna feel then?
I'll say goodnight.
Fair. I think I can manage one.
Oh, I have no boost to slow down. That's a problem.
Used it all to get
Oh.
here.
That asteroid is going to help us slow down. That's fun. Thank you, asteroid. And you didn't take any of my engines. Thank you, asteroid.
Very fortuitous.
Rapid
indeed.
deceleration asteroid.
Yep. Let's see. That would be a RDA.
Free to go now.
So out of all the missions we've done, we've only gotten 2 of these Hercules.
On my other runs, it's like I get like 6 Hercules in a row.
And
the Hercules are good for like creating the first row in the Polaris.
yeah. Alright. I should be good to just take the big ones, right?
Yeah, you should be.
Alright. I'm gonna make you proud, Wills.
You're doing the thing.
I'm doing the thing.
He did the thing.
He's starting to believe.
He's going beyond.
Alright. We good.
Okie dokie. Time to go to Lorville to get you your 85X.
Yeah. Let's see, do they sell an Atlas there too?
They should.
I should pick that up first. Because we can use that to unload it.
Oh, this site doesn't have Argo Atlas on it. Okay. I guess it is because it's an NPC and not a ship. Did you know that the Atlas is technically an NPC?
I think I've heard that, yeah.
That's why you get a crime set if you kill one in an armistice.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you got a crime stat.
Mm-hmm.
What does it show when you do that? Like, killed Argo Atlas? Committed aggravated assault against an Atlas?
I heard someone got a tier 5 from killing an Atlas. in their own hangar.
Wait, so like you can shoot at your own Atlas and give yourself a crime stat?
Yeah, if you full kill it.
Huh.
I know, right? Very fun.
Yeah. Should probably fix that.
Well, that was like when the Geo came out. And there's the spaceport. Kisa spaceport located. Yeah. On this server, like a few hours ago, I went to a path, to bomb a path, found an Idris, and then didn't drop my bomb, so I just face planted into the Idris. And then when I come back in an A1, there's a Polaris and an Idris fighting.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, my fun. Oh well. Fun lights didn't get to go off. Sad days.
Nope.
Well, yeah, giving me a bomber was not very good for other people.
Okay, I'll need to take the ramp to get out, right?
Nope, docking collar.
Nope. Dang it, then I was already in the right spot.
We'll just stay in the middle of the ship and I'll tell you which docking collar to actually take.
Why is my after being not working anymore?
We're in an armistice.
Oh.
Yeah. They don't like to work when you're in spaceport areas.
And we're stopping off at the spaceport. Why?
Because this is the only place to offload the boxes. At Lorville.
Oh, no. Okay. No, I misunderstood you. I thought when you said spaceport, you were talking Everest.
No.
I was like,
This is what it's technically called. Teresa Spaceport.
yep, you're right. But I think the reason why I got confused was because you said I should be exiting through the docking port. But isn't that going to hurt?
Not as much as you think.
Alright.
Right side docking port.
Oh, perfect. 50-50 chance, and I chose right. That's a pro gamer move. Oh. Yeah, that was 12.
See, not a lot of damage.
Alright, so now I'll go...
Wrong side.
Well, I was gonna go get an Atlas.
That's true.
Okay. Do you think it'll be faster for me to get the Atlas and then come back and use it? Or should I just start moving boxes?
I can just set my spawn here, get an Atlas, and just backspace back.
Okay, that's probably faster. Cannot run.
Yeah, there's a bunch of thruster wash going on.
Icky. I don't like it.
That's why I usually try to jam it into a corner before doing it, but when there's stuff in the cargo bay, kind of no other choice but to do this.
Okay, it lets me run a little faster if I go this direction. And I think coming over here and then turning is going to be better. No, now I don't know.
Love when I just look at the engine bay. I get frames. When I look towards the front of the Polaris, I get 5 FPS.
I'm free! Can I not lift these without the Atlas?
No, you can. You're just too far.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. I need to hit this button, claim it, then come and hit this button, so I don't just bring it up through the actual bad thing. Alice should be coming up now.
Alright. Ooh, and it's blue. It's blue metallic.
I like my things shiny.
Well, and the cool thing, I guess, is they did fix the box stacking. Right? So, don't have to worry too much about...
It's a bit precarious to box stack with the Polaris. Or, no, with the Atlas. Because it doesn't like to recognize a lot of it as actually existing. Or, like, recognize putting it on a second layer, I should say. Because you've got to look more towards the ceiling of the freight elevator than the back of it.
Yeah. Alright. See, I think what's throwing me off here is Toby doesn't play nice with that method you were talking about.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying. But I can also kind of, like, kind of get my head underneath it, like if I physically move my head.
Yeah. But, like, yeah, what you would want to do is, like, disable the eye tracker, then you can just, like, point the Atlas, like, in the middle between the ship and the freight elevator, and then you just hold Z, and then you look both, and then you look the way you want to put it, and where you want it to go, or where you're grabbing it from, and then where you want it to go. It's a bit hectic to try to explain it.
Oh, come on. I clicked. Why is it?
Oh, it's because the Atlas moved while it was trying to place the box, so it recognized a different place for the box to go. That's why it did that. That's why the Z-map, just holding Z, would also work too.
Okay. So you gotta kind of focus up when you're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Look that way.
I can just hear all the buckets just rattling from my engines.
Yeah. Oh no! Not box. What am I doing? That box was good.
Ooh, I made it onto the cargo grid. Nice. Nyom.
Why is it not letting me? I'm gonna send it down because I'm struggling to get things stacked up well.
Okie dokie. And I'm going to yoink this while you're doing that.
Getting sick of waiting on me?
No, I would never.
Sure. I hear what your eyes are saying.
Wanted to let you know
They're
that
saying,
you
let
receive
me
a bonus
sleep.
from us. To show your appreciation, Hurston assumes that you will deliver at a higher rate going forward.
Move, come on.
Oh yeah, there's a tiny bit of thruster wash there. So the boxes might not want to come over.
Okay, that's what I'm fighting.
Mm-hmm. But the Atlas kind of just ignores that entirely.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're gonna have to move those other ones. I can help with this one. I'm helpful. Okay, you're clearly much more proficient at the Atlas than I am. Now I think you're just showing off. Doesn't look like it's on the grid there.
There you go.
Alright. So, did we do our math wrong? I currently show... Um, 1821. That's not 1,000 on the freight elevator.
I mean, let's just send it down. See if you get the green bar at the top of your screen. Oh, seems like not. We did our math wrong.
Huh. That's a bummer.
Oh well.
Oh well. Ah, just more to do later.
Yeah, open up your thing and just see how much you actually need.
726. Alright, well, 726 is at least a lot more manageable. I think for tonight we're going to call it here, though. So, thank you very much for your help, Wills. If you're watching this as a VOD later and you're wondering if there's a way to support this kind of content going on in the future, like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Look, we have a little animation for that. Isn't that cute? It's adorable. And if you have the means to do so and want to go above and beyond, channel memberships are available, and each and every Orbital Bombardier and above gets a special mention in each and every stream and video that I do. So, thank you very much, John Best and the Prime. As for everyone else, like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. I think I already said that, didn't I? But until next time, this is Odd Job Entertainment, signing off.